Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Baba Is You. Since last time, I looked up the word often, and it's a very weird modifier that goes in front of a rule that makes the rule only true 75% of the time, which has interesting implications. So, for example, I could say fire is lava would change the two fires that are to the left and the right of the bug over here into lava. But if instead I said often fire is lava and tried it, then randomly some of the fires might turn into lava and others will. And so I just managed to turn one but not both fires into lava. I'm going to need that and keyword, so let me push all of this down a little bit. Okay, that time it happened to do both. So what I can do is I can undo, I can wait, and I can try again. Often fire is lava. That time it happened to do both. I can undo, I can wait, I can try again. And eventually, okay, that time neither kicked in. That time both kicked in. That time both kicked in. I just want one of them. You can do it, game. I know you can. I saw you do it a moment ago. There we go. So often fire is lava. So one of the fires turned into lava and the other did not. Now what that means is that I can say text sphere group and I can say often fire and lava is group. And so now most of the time, fire and lava are the things that text will fear. So the box is pull and is chasing me around and I can't go back through the box. And so that's limiting my ability to move around. And the insects are the bugs down here are trying to eat the words. However, alright, that time the text did not get feared by fire and lava. But if I try again, that time it got feared by both of them and tried to escape by going back upwards. That time it didn't get feared by them. That time it got feared by both of them. Eventually, I'll get lucky. There we go. And have it only get feared by one of them. That time it feared the lava, but it didn't fear the fire. I want that to go the other way. So we'll try again. This is kind of ridiculous mechanic with often. There we go. But eventually, if I try the right thing, it goes over there. And it feared the fire, or sorry, it feared the lava again. And so now we have flag as win, which is great. We're halfway there. Now the problem is Baba can't get to the flag because there's a box in the way. But we can do basically the same thing with fall the other way. So basically, I want to get fall to end up going to the right, so I can get the boxes out of the way. That was the wrong way. There we go. And then I need it to actually fear this fire, so I'm going to push it, and it fears the fire, and so there's two things moving it to the right, and so it moved 2 spaces to the right. Boxes pull and fall, the boxes get out of the way, and now Baba can get to the flag and win. Hooray. Okay. So I did look at number 9 again, and I still don't have ideas on it. It seems to be very kind of traditional Sokobani from the point of view of there's just not a lot of room to move words around. So eventually I'll come back to that. But let's take a look at puzzle number 12, Meltdown, and see what we can uncover. Baba is you. Text rock Baba is make. Wall is stop. Rock is not win. Wall is stop. And my win is in a tough spot. So it seems like I need to break these walls or something. There's a lot of text that I kind of almost have access to. Like I can touch Baba is you and I can touch Rock is not win. but it's up against a wall. I have make. So, for example, make will cause an object. Baba makes rock means I would cause a rock to appear on Baba if there's not already one there. So I can do that in order to make a rock. That's great. And I suppose Baba makes text would cause the word Baba to appear on top of Baba. Let's go ahead and just verify that. Yeah, so there's another word Baba. So I can create some extra words. And I've gotten is. How can I use any of this to do what I want? I either want to get a word is on top of this wall to the right of me so that I could say something is win, or suppose I said text makes Baba. Could I make a ton of Babas, including like inside all the rules? I can. If I move to the right, I would break up Baba as you at the top. But I don't think any other direction breaks up any other rules. And I don't know that that's actually a good thing to do. Rock is not win. So... I'm starting to see some things, though. For example, if I said, Baba, make... No, let's say, text make rock. So I'll end up with a rock under every bit of text. And then if I said, rock makes text, then, for example, in addition to Baba is you, I would also have rock as you. And in addition to rock as win, I'd have rock is not rock. In addition to wall is stop, I'd have rock as stop, and I'd have like rock kind of like text everywhere. No. There's already text on the rocks, and so the rocks that were already covered by text did not make any more text. So I was wrong about how that would behave. Alright, that's fine. I thought that was going to be a new way to have other things be me. So let's see. Oh, I could have said rock is text instead of rock make text in that case, which would be interesting. So let's actually just witness that. So if I said text makes rock, and then let's break that up, and then I said rock is text, then I'll end up with rock is you, and rock is not rock, and rock is stop, and all those crazy things. Yes. And so the rock is me, once again, is going to... Ooh. Right, but there's no longer rocks inside there. Oh! What did I just do? Hold on. I got rid of all the walls somehow. How did that just happen? I moved to the right. Actually, did I move to the right or did I just wait? I waited because rock is not rock. Not rock is all of the objects that exist in the world that are not rocks. In this case, it was wall. And so that changed to rock is wall. And then at the bottom right, there was wall is rock, which changed all the walls back into rocks. And so I might have almost already solved it. Now, unfortunately, rock is stop, and there's still a rock above the word win. However, also rock is you. So if I move to the right, well, I broke up rock is you at the upper left. If I move to the left, how did I lose rock is you? Looks like there's still rock. Oh, I destroyed all my rocks because if I just wait, I think that'll also destroy all the rocks. Yes, because rock is not rock. And so not rock is basically empty. There's no objects. So that turned rock into empty. But in any case, I definitely have a sense of at least one way that I can get rid of the walls and possibly win this puzzle. So is there a way I could have set things up for something to be win in that situation? Like, I could have had text made Babas as well. So yeah, let's try, but Babas, well, let's try this. So I'll do text make rock, like we did before. Then I do want to say rock is text. But I also want to have text make Baba, so that I get Babas everywhere. And then, how am I going to get something is a win? That I'm not sure about just yet. So let's just try. Rock is text and text makes Baba at the same time. So there's a gazillion rules right now. If I just wait, I got rid of all the walls because they turned into rocks and Babas. And so I do have access to the word is. If I move down... Oh gosh, I'm going to crash the game. Yeah, I have too many things that are too many things. So we're duplicating like an infinite number of objects. Okay, I presume this will crash the game shortly. Yes, too complex. Okay. And so let's restart. So is there a way that I could do that in a little bit more discriminating fashion? Or something along those lines in a discriminating fashion. And so once again, the reason that that happened is that we had over here, for example, Rock Baba is Rock Baba, which meant every Baba and every rock duplicated itself into a Baba and a rock. And we also had that same rule up over here. And so we had that rule happening twice. And so like if there were 10 rocks and 10 Babas on the screen or whatever, that's like 20 objects that are going to try to duplicate themselves 400 times and then like duplicate themselves again like 16,000 times. And yeah, not exactly right, but something along those lines. So it was happening. So I need a way to kind of like be winning right near the end of that. So is there a way either that I can be like one move away from saying something is win right before I do that, or B, do it in a more controlled fashion so that there's not 14 gazillion objects happening all at once? Probably. Still not sure exactly what. So let's do part of it and then see if I can figure out from there what would get me close. So if I said text makes rock, we end up with a bunch of rocks all over the place under text. Then if I were to say rock is text, then that means wall is rock would be a new rule, which means this wall right here would turn into a rock. And so if I were one step away from having rock is win, then I'd be in good shape. And so the problem is I wanted to say rock is text and then immediately be able to say rock is win. I can get some more rock keywords just by saying rock make text, and it will only make it on some of these empty rocks in the middle of the screen. And so then if I wanted to be able to say rock is win momentarily, I could have rock here and is here ready to push to the right. However, I wanted to say rock is text, and I can't use that same is conveniently here. However, I could have had rock is text being formed here. And yeah, actually, okay, here's an idea. This seems vaguely plausible to me. So if I push down, rock is text will cause all the walls to be transformed. And I think I might still be a Baba, or maybe I'll be a rock who's also a Baba or something. And then if I push down again, I might be able to get rock as win. I would get not rock as win. So I need another word rock above here. Here we go. So if I push this text down twice, I would be able to form rock as win. So let's push it down once. The wall has not transformed into a rock yet, so let's wait once. Now the wall became a rock. And now let's move down. I said rock is rock win. Right, because the rock was still text. And so at this point, rather than being able to push down rock is text. What if I move to the right? That also causes other problems. The word rock appeared in the way, and so I wasn't able to push it down. So I understand what the problem is. Is there a way for me to undo rock is text at the same moment? If I had a second Baba, it wouldn't matter, because after I waited once here, but if I had another rock, I would need to already have gotten rid of the text keyword. That's the thing. So I want to break up the rule rock as text. So I do want to continue pushing this down, but during this turn, I want to break up the rule rock as text if I can, which I can't do from this formation. I want to break up rock as text and then be able to push down again. Okay. I think I see what I want to do. Here's what I think I want to do. I think I wanted this all to be one higher. So now if I push this down, rock is text. If I push it down again, everything turns into rocks. And if I push down again, why did that happen? I saw some rocks moving down. I was not able to push through myself because rock is stop. So I'm looking at the column with win, and the topmost rock is trying to move down, but unfortunately there's another rock in the way that's currently stop. And so it's not able to move down, whereas some of the other rocks that have open spaces below them are moving down before they end up disappearing into nothingness. All right, I understand that. Alright, a possible tweak idea. This might be a bad idea, but what if rock made Baba? I have a feeling this is going to be too complex and crash things again, but it might give me Babas to work with. So if I do this, rocks haven't made Baba yet. Oh, rock is text. Yeah, this should still work. So if I push this down, I didn't see any rock making Baba stuff happening. Because why? Oh, I guess Baba. Rock make Baba. I don't know. There's too many rules on the screen. Actually, I forgot. I could read them all like this, right? Rock is rock. Rock is not rock. Rock is not win. Baba is rock. Ah, Baba is rock. So even though rock make Baba, and rock make text, and rock make rock, Baba is rock, maybe means that the Babas were turning into rocks already. And then the rock is not rock is getting rid of all the rocks. Okay, so that doesn't work. Instead of that, the other thing I was thinking about is text makes Baba, just to make sure some Babas exist in the world. If I did that, oh, then I'm going to end up with too many Babas everywhere. Is there a way to do that later? I guess I could potentially do that later if I'm pressing from a different place. Like this, but then I won't be standing in the right place necessarily, but then there should be some extra Babas around here. But then I'm not going to be able to set up my rock is, and yeah, it's going to become too complex and it's going to fall apart. Okay, so I have ideas to work with, but it's all a giant mess, and so I need to stand back and try to clean up the mess and just get done what I want done. Like, I basically 1 or 2 moves after I end up saying wall is rock, or whatever it is I'm going to do to get rid of the walls, I need to immediately be winning, so I don't end up in this weird, messy state. So how do I do that? Okay, here's my latest idea. I'm going to push this is down. It'll say rock is text. I'm going to push it down again, and then I'll have a rock to the right of it that I might be able to push to the left. Let's just see how this works. So rock is text. I still have a Baba up here. I can push the is down again. And so now, if I could move things to the left, I would get rock as a win. But I didn't move the things to the left that I wanted to do because the rock turned into text, right? So how did any rocks appear here? Baba turned into a rock, the walls turned into rocks. Right, of course. All of the non-rock objects turned into rocks in this step. So knowing that, I'm getting really close. I'm almost there. So what if I reorient things here where Baba is pushing the is to the left? So rock is text. I push the is to the left again, and now there's a rock there. And I push the is to the left again, and there just wasn't the word rock above it. But otherwise, that was fine. So I believe this will actually work then. So if I have the word rock 2 above win, and then push the is to the left a few times, I'll get rock as win, but there won't be any rocks left. It just occurred to me that that was going to happen. Because rock is not rock, and all the other objects went away. And I only have the one is. Well, I only have the one is that I can kind of push around. So could I have also said, like, rock makes Baba? At the same time I was doing this. in order to... When would I want that to happen? Right here. I would like Rock to be making Baba, I suppose, or something. So is there a way that I could make that happen? So that I could create... would that even work? It might. So if I wanted Rock to make Baba in that moment... I'm going to have Rock makes Baba. Actually, I might just be able to do that all the time. It's kind of scary. But it might work. Let's see. So if I wanted to be over here and then have Rock make Baba... I'm just trying to figure out the right way to approach the rule word making. I guess like this. Can I move down safely? I cannot because I just pushed that word down. But other than that, I could push to the left a couple of times and I wouldn't break up Baba as you. So, if I pushed... And I would need another rock up there. Gosh darn it. This is so complicated. But this might work. So if I had another rock right here, which I could do by forming the rule Baba makes rock right there. So if I did this, I just put a rock underneath where Baba is right now. That was my entire purpose with that. And then, if I set up my rock make Baba, like I just had it, and the idea here is to create some extra non-rock objects in the universe while I'm trying to execute my grand plan. I forgot to move the word rock up, hold on. I want this word rock right here, so that as I step down into the second to last row, we have rock is text almost forming. Now I'm going to move to the left to form rock is text in the column near the center. But I pushed that one to the right. Of course I did. So, is there a way to eliminate that rock? Or some other way to tweak what I'm doing right now? Alright, here's my next attempt where I'm going to start pushing a bunch of words to the left. Rock makes Baba makes a bunch of Babas. I wanted to just be pushing to the left, but I haven't pushed that word rock down for rock as text yet. And if I push it down, then I can't continue pushing the is to the left. So something is not quite right here. I needed to already have this word rock over here. Okay, so let's try pushing to the left. Rock makes Baba. Great. Rock is text. Great. A bunch of things happened there. There's still rocks and Babas to the left of this, and so if I push to the left, I should say rock is win. I did say rock is win, and there are rocks, so why did this not work? Because rock is not win is still a rule, and rock is not win is always going to supersede rock is win. So what I needed was Baba is win, not rock is win. Got it. So I should be able to correct that. Just by putting the word Baba here instead of this word rock here. So if the word Baba were here, this would work. In order to get the word Baba here, I need Baba to make text, so I have another copy of the word Baba. And that is still possible for me to do, so I'm going to bring that word rock back in a moment. But I'm going to say Baba make text, and I'm going to say it carefully. I guess I'd be able to just push around the word Baba anyway. Okay, but there's the word Baba that I wanted. Can I still get my make back out? I can. So this needs to go back here, this needs to go back here, and finally this needs to go back here. or here. There we go. So now everything is the same except for just below Baba. It used to be the word rock here, and now the word Baba's here. So, rock make Baba. Rock is text. If I push another to the left, all of the walls are going to turn into rocks. And if I push to the left again, now it should say Baba is win, and there are going to be Babas in the world. There we go. I did it. That was complicated and ugly, but also pretty fun. Those are kind of a weird type of puzzles. I have no idea where I am in an episode, so let me check that out. Alright, it looks like we're approaching the end of an episode, but let's just go ahead and take a look at the next puzzle, just in case it's something that I'll want to think about before next time. This one's called Lost in the Woods. I believe that's the name of a card in Dominion, which is a tabletop game I sometimes play. All is not win. All is not win is going to make it awfully hard to win. But I have access to knots. And so I might be able to do something that supersedes that other knot. Car is not car. Not Baba is not you. Baba is you. And sad. Oh, he's got little tears coming out. And stop. Wall is stop. I like the melancholy feel of this whole level. It's raining. Baba's sad. The music is appropriately chosen. Wall is defeat. Wall is wall. Tree is not win. Tree is defeat. Tree is tree. There's a sign up here. Let's read the sign. Oh, car is not car. And so the car just disappeared. The sign reads nothing. It's just a decorative sign. All right, that's fine. Not is an extremely powerful word. Wall is stop. I could change that to not wall is stop, but that would make everything else be stop. And not wall is stop wouldn't really help either. I was trying to see if there was a way that I could change not all is not win to not all is not win. Yeah. So yeah, if I could break down the walls and then just move upwards, that looks like a possible path to victory. Couldn't I just say wall is car, and then car is not car? Let's just play around with that for just a moment. Oh, wall is wall. Also, trees are apparently defeat? Yeah, trees defeat. But I just realized wall is walls on the left, so I can't transform the walls. So that's not going to work. Is there something else clever that I can do? So walls and trees are both defeat and themselves. However, I can say not tree is tree. Oh, that would be bad. Because then everything would be trees. And right now, all is not win is going to be violating anything that I say is win. So just to kind of verify that, if I were to phrase car is win, it will be X'd out due to the fact that all is not win. And so that's why I do think I have to break down the walls and break the rule in the upper left that says all is not win, because that's going to prevent any winning condition. Okay, so here's an idea. Not wall is stop turns all the other objects into stop, and so I can't walk past all of this stuff. However, it occurs to me that I might be able to phrase that by pushing some other words across. And then if I had a knot to push up over here, I might be in pretty good shape. So basically, if I just take a bunch of extra words and start shoving them to the right over here, does that allow Baba to be standing in this left area that has a bunch of empty stuff and get to where he's going? It might work. So let's just try it really quick. Basically, I want to push enough words over here so that I can push to the right and form not wall is stop. And I don't think any of the other text really matters. So there we go. Not wall is stop. But wall is still defeats. But it's no longer stop. And so if I could have moved a few more squares upwards, which I almost have enough words to do. Then I could have pushed far enough to the north to say not all is not win or whatever. I feel like I'm close to a solution here. Alright, I think I have a solution idea. I'm going to say Baba is not car, and then not car is car. And so by doing this, I end up with a gazillion cars. That's nice, because I'll be able to say car is Baba. Which means all of them will turn into Babas. Which means if I had not wall is stop, then the Babas would be stop, but that's fine. So eventually I want to say car is Baba. So let's get that ready to go. But then I think I might have enough words left over that Baba could press the... Well, one of the Babas could press the word not over to wall over there. And then other Babas could press some of these other words up. In order to press them up, I'd have to be up and then walk around. I think I could do it. So yeah, I think basically I could use the rest of these words to form not all is win. And keep not Baba is not you by pressing a not up first. And so I think this would work. So if I say car is Baba, I end up with a bunch of extra Babas. Some of them will die, it's fine. Not wall is stop. Means now I can start pushing things through the wall. I want to... I mean, I've got plenty of Babas, and I don't need most of them, right? Oh, but now all the trees have become stop. Does that matter? I think it does. Could I collapse all of my Babas into one? And would that do me any problems? I can't collapse them into one, but it's fine, because this one can start doing what I want. So the one on the far left is the one I'm controlling, and I'm just kind of ignoring the rest. And so, I believe this will cause me to win, because not Baba is not you means I'll still be you, and not all is not win means I still haven't won. Not all is not win. I still haven't said anything as a win. I needed to say Baba is win. I needed to hold on to the is win. It seems like. Okay. Is win was pretty still accessible over here, actually. So here's the is win. So if I can get some of my Babas out of the way, I should be able to phrase Baba is a win over here. Oh, gosh. Should. I'm still trying to use the, he's getting farther, he's getting closer into the pack. Hold on. Still trying to use this one Baba over here to do most of my bidding. I guess I could change which Baba I'm using. Let's use the northmost Baba, I think, to try to do my bidding. And I could do this to keep him the northmost. Okay. And it's okay that some of them die. That's actually kind of good. So Baba's win is currently not legal, but that's fine, because I'm about to make it legal by pushing some more words around. I can push that to the left. And then... that's fine. Yeah, actually, let's intentionally kill off some Babas, except for I want to keep this one. Great. The northernmost Baba is the one that I'm focusing my eyeballs on. I want to push this down here. Northernmost Baba can push the word car over here. And so now I think if I move up, not all is not win means Baba is a win will no longer be X'd out and I will win. Yes. Great. Okay. I'm pretty pleased with my solution strategy there. At this point, I'm certain that we're out of time for today, so I'm going to say I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Baba is You. For now, bye-bye.